I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Wiggenweld potion is not a cure-all, and no salve is a substitute for common sense. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That sounds positively exhilarating.
Exhilarating? It was at that. While it lasted, at any rate. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor. I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done!
Accio! Flipendo!
Welcome to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm not going to be talking much in this episode because it's a very intense episode. So, enjoy.
knowledgeable.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumors that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Expelliarmus!
You said I one of my own! You will fall! Nuisance! That's all you are!
Incendio!
Admirable trick! No! What have you done? No, too hard.
Levioso! Confringo!
No.
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
Arresto Momentum! Flipendo! Confringo!
I know I'm not hearing.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Cabalso! Confringo! Levioso!
How embarrassing! No! No! No!
Accio! Incendio! Revelio! Revelio! Could this be Mr. Oakes' camp? Ranrock's loyalists. Just ahead. Should I Levioso! Depulso!
Yeah. I should
Levioso! Confringo!
try. A human?
Expelliarmus!
Not quite.
Incendio! Now to find out what happened here. Revelio. Convulso. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Here. Revelio. Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends. Petrificus totalis. Revelio. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Revelio.
Hello?
Revelio. Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis. Revelio. This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. What went on here, I wonder? Petrificus totalis.
Oh, little moon calf. How are you studying,
Glacius. Arresto momentum.
You ought to cut back on pudding.
Petrificus totalis. This looks like trouble.
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I will make you pay.
Incendio. It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Revelio.
Alohomora.
Revelio.
A human's word is thought we were protected.
I'll bury you in the deepest vault.
Incendio.
I won't rest.
Expelliarmus.
I will make you pay. You will regret.
Expelliarmus.
You won't get away with that.
A boiler door. How to open it?
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down there.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Incendio.
Fancy I'll have my...
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
This thing. Are you sure? Impressed?
Incendio.
This is almost too easy.
Stupid.
I won't.
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Incendio.
I will make it. Truly.
Accio. Incendio.
I won't rest. Dead.
Revelio. Leviosa. Confringo.
How nice of you. Won't let humour to worry about. Easily done. You explain that you're prepared to surrender now.
I shall have been for death.
Leviosa.
Return me to the ground.
Confringo.
Won't get away with that.
Arresto momentum. Finger.
No, no, no!
Confringo. Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you? We're close to a breakthrough. That student defeated our encampment in the tower.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. My last hope. Please. My wand. Oh, Thank Merlin, thank you.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're enjoying the series. Peace out. See you next episode.